It's been so long since I've been on the mic, man. It feels weird. Because I've been working. I've been stacking overtime, living life. Because that's what life is about. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I sat here many a videos. My subscribers will tell you, I sat here many a times in my car, standing up, recording in front of the no regret sign, telling people, yo, one day something's gonna happen. Now, I just got to come out and say this. I always try to help humanity. As much as I want to walk away and tell people, let them cook, who cares? I know one day we're going to have to support them. When people say, when you make these videos, worry about yourself, why are you worried about these other channels? I am worried about myself because when you blow your account up and you destroy your life for you and your kids have nothing and they need free lunch because you're in poverty, they come to us, the people who invested right, who make great wages. They come to us because they can't get blood from a rock and they raise our taxes. That's one of the reasons why we bought abroad and we're going to be gone, God willing, in the near future. We're going to spend the majority of our time traveling and in other countries, and whatever happens here. Because a lot of people, they're pointing the finger now. They're pointing the finger at the people that they followed, but they don't want to take some of the responsibility when some of us were trying to tell you, you're not investing, you're gambling, you're speculating. I have a question. Stocko with Larry Jones. How many of your followers are retired? I want to ask all these people. I'm about to name some of the biggest channels. Stocko with Larry Jones. How many of your subscribers have generational wealth? Because it seems to me you making all these emergency live videos, you panicking, you wigging out on people, and you're still telling people that they could buy now, pay later for your stock up you. So in the time of tariffs, markets crashing, inflation being high, prices of everything up, people losing jobs, the best thing for them to do is to buy now, pay later for something that is not stock advice, that is for entertainment and education purposes only, that you're not liable when they blow their accounts up, but they're supposed to drag that debt. That's the reason why a lot of your followers left you. And that's the reason why you need to make these excuses about your sick daddy. That's the reason why you and Stock Curry have the same type of way you operate. His kid got sick and he didn't make videos, and your daddy got sick and you didn't make videos. And then you both popped back out. Stock Curry popped out. Now, these are my opinions. You're entitled to your opinion on social media. You can look at their channels for yourself and you'll see a pattern. Stock Curry got barbecued, disappeared. His son got sick. He popped back up again. He gave some Tesla plays, got barbecued again, and his son is back in the hospital and he's been gone ever since again. Stocko with Larry Jones was doing a farewell video, was leaving YouTube, poked his head back out, hasn't mentioned his dad since. We don't know how his father's doing. We don't know if his father's still around or not because he was begging for your sympathy. Aristotle Investments. How many of your subscribers are retired? I see you have a lot of special guests and stars like Boosie and them all on your channel. They already rich. Now, they got talents. They're rappers. They invested in property and stuff like that. You're investing in property, but you were given some plays too. The EYL guys, the EYL brothers. How are your subscribers? EYL, Wall Street Trapper, you dig? How many of your followers are financially free? Generational wealth. How many of your people does a Wall Street look like them? Because I'm looking at Wall Street and it don't look shit like us. It looks like a lot of people are panicking, losing their 401ks, reacting. Stocks with Josh. You're a white guy that talks like a brother because now you hang out with Larry Jones. What's up, family? Hey, good people. We're trying to achieve generational wealth, family and brother. You live in Hawaii, dude. You live in Hawaii. Yeah. You live in Hawaii. Before Larry Jones, were you in the hood chilling, eating kill breast, chopped cheese? Was you walking around tapping the bottle, drinking out of Solo cups? Is that where you grew up in the hood? I grew up in the hood. I know all about it. Playing CeeLo, AC Deucey, riding around, chilling in the Delta 88, sipping on some drink. If you didn't have enough money to get Jack Daniels, a Henny, or VSOP, You know what I'm saying? You may do with Mad Dog 2020, Cisco. For real. Or E&J. Who remembers E&J? Ugh. But that's what we drank. I don't remember you being with us chilling. Who else? Who else we got? Stock Mo. Bro, how many of your people? Richard Fain. How many of your subscribers got generational wealth? Keenan Grace. Trading with Ashley. All you guys that got these spam bots in your comment section. Do you know why they put these spam bots in their comment section? Because it generates traffic. The more comments you get, it generates traffic and it helps your algorithm in your video. If you notice, a lot of the comments don't even make no damn sense. They're talking about like Munaki Protocol and contact Nancy, not Nancy Pelosi, because other man, Keenan Grace likes to say you get demonetized for saying Nancy Pelosi. No, you don't. Nancy Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi. That's like saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. You do not get demonetized for saying Nancy Pelosi, okay? But whenever you get these comments, contact Mary Lou Redden Anderson. She helped me make $125,000 in 1 week. You see, ladies and gentlemen, for past 5 years, we knew it. We tried telling you the markets will always have something. Now they're trying to backtrack and they're trying to blame Trump. Okay, let me give you a little insight. Is Coca-Cola crashing like Palantir? Why is it always the dumb shit that was so overvalued with high PE ratios? Why are those stocks the ones that crash the most? Explain that to me. Why are people selling out of Bitcoin? Because when people get scared, they sell out of things they should not have bought in the first place. You don't see Coca-Cola crashing like Palantir. You don't see Pepsi crashing like Bitcoin. Why? Because people are not selling out of those companies like that. They'll come down because they're in an index, but people are not unloading their dividend portfolios and running for the hills. Dividend investors are not selling their dividend stocks. Has the news reported any company, a dividend aristocrat or king, that has cut their dividend yet? No, they haven't. You want to know why? Because they're profitable, great companies we use every day. A lot of these influencers, they got you involved in a lot of these companies that they line their pockets with. I don't know which ones of them line their pockets, but you got people without a face who's a cartoon like Stock Brother that literally got paid to pump and dump stocks. One of the companies that Stock Brother pumped was in Cranford, New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. I rode past this building where this company was supposed to be, and there was a big ass sign that said for rent out front. Whatever company they pump to you, you can go right to Google Maps, type in the address, go to Google Maps, do a street view, and see what it looks like. A lot of these companies they're pumping to you, it's a storefront where it'll be a sandwich spot and a haircut spot, but this place is supposed to have the new latest cutting technology AI stock. Yeah. Or there's supposed to be a biotech pharmaceutical therapeutics company. But when you look at the address, it's a sandwich shop, a bike shop, and a barber shop. You see, ladies and gentlemen, they led you into a burning building. We've been trying to tell you guys that. Was it worth paying Chris Sane $1,000 for a half-hour coaching class? He is not a financial advisor. And you're going to pay him $1,000 for him to say what? Help you with a $100,000 build portfolio challenge that is getting absolutely destroyed, and he's long gone right now with that challenge. He won't mention that challenge. He won't show that challenge. That's the second time he had a 100K challenge that got absolutely mollywopped. And it's frustrating to a lot of us because we've been trying to tell you. And a lot of people say, well, what am I supposed to invest in since you would know it all? All you need is an S&P 500, you stupid asses. For real. All you need is an S&P 500. It could be from Vanguard. It could be from Fidelity. It could be from State Street Capital. It could be from Charles Schwab. And guess what? You still won't even do that. You won't do that because it's boring. They offer S&P 500s in 401ks. They do. I have one. FXAIX is in my 401k. And I'm not even down because I've been dollar cost averaging into this every month. Every time I go to work, they put money in it. You see, a lot of people don't want to hear that. You need a job. You need a career. A lot of people thought you could just go to Kelly OG, who's now producing movies for herself, that you can go to, she conveniently found God. They always find God when their hot plays get barbecued. Oh yeah, I'm name dropping in this video. These are my opinions. Fair Use Act. I don't give a shit. These are my opinions. I'm not stressing the stock market. My subscribers are not stressing the stock market. Bogleheads are not stressing the stock market. Intelligent investors, we don't know when we don't care. That's a mantra. Chapter 5 commentary. Shout out to Prez the Investor. At the end of the day, we already got this. We know this already. We know this, man. We're not worried. I just booked another flight, I just booked another flight last night to Aruba. Yeah, to our waterfront real estate. That is how generational wealth is created. You go to work, you live off of less than you make, you set a budget, you save money every week, you invest every month, or you save every month. You keep your debts low. You stay within your means. You don't go out and buy a Hellcat. Maybe you buy a V6 and you go to the Black Car Guru. Shout out to the Black Car Guru. And you get some advice from him on how to do a Hellcat swap. You ball on a budget. But a lot of people, they don't want to hear that. They want to know how you can sit in your jammies and your Crocs all day eating Fruit Loops and go to Stock Brother who doesn't have a face and he can go, yo, family, get that paper. Yeah. Mary Lou Boniqua Johnson made $42 today. That's money to you? That's generational wealth? A lot of these black influencers led your ass into a burning building. It's on fire and it's collapsing right now. And ain't nobody coming to save you. We tried telling you that. A lot of you white folks, you got burned too by a lot of white folks up here. Little Timmy sitting in his cool little video game chair telling you that AMC is going to Moaz and all these stocks are going to blow up and print tendies and it's going to be $1,000 a share. And now they're long gone. Yeah. So I do feel bad for a lot of people, but I don't feel bad for a lot of people because we've been trying to help you. All you need is an S&P 500 or a total stock market index fund. You can even listen to Strongman and get VT and you good. You got emerging, you got international, you got all that shit. But no, people don't want to do that. They want to be able to say they're up 500%. Yeah, you're up 500% on $100 and now you're probably down 500% or you're down whatever the percent you are. You took out margin, you took out loans, you tapped that Robinhood button for options and now your portfolio is trash. You got all the crypto miners, you got Palantir, you got MicroStrategy, everything they were touting back in the summer and in the fall. You got MicroStrategy, you got, Palantir, you got NVIDIA, Serve Robotics, Roblox. You got every Kathy Wood bullshit stock she pumped to you. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We don't talk about the ARK fund, how everybody bought into that back in 2020, 2021. And then when that absolutely crashed, nobody talks about the ARK fund. You got people that have 7 of the same index funds in the same portfolio. You got QQQ, you got the NASDAQ 100, you got, you have the same shit in the same portfolio. You have information technology and QQQ in the same portfolio. You're overweight in tech. It's frustrating because this was all avoided. Now, you'll get the occasional trolling comment, but the world will never know if you're telling the truth, little Timmy. The world will never know whatever you're saying is the truth. The comment section is like assholes. Everybody has one. We don't know if you're up. Sometimes I get comments. I'm dollar cost averaging into Palantir. You're dollar cost averaging into a stock that's still overvalued. Don't mean to break it to you. Keep running towards the fire. Keep taking Larry Jones' advice. Put your fireman's hat on. Keep taking all the advice of all these influencers. Your real financial situation in the future will tell if you did it right or if you did it wrong. Your real financial future will say to you in the mirror, it's going to look you right in the face, whoever you were following. It's going to show you didn't work enough, you didn't save enough, you were lazy as hell, you followed a scammer. That's what it's going to show you. We're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. If you a boglehead, you good. I'll tell you that right now. If you're an intelligent investor, you're great because you figured it out. The majority of people never become the 1% of thinkers. They keep rinsing and repeating themselves. Einstein's theory of insanity. The markets will open. The markets will crash. People will set themselves back 10 and 15 years by selling out of their 401ks. They will jump from an S&P 500 or a QQQ to a guaranteed fund, lock in them crazy ass losses and have to work another 10 and 15 years and wonder why their coworker's portfolio is at 500,000 and theirs is at 112,000. Hey, it is what it is. You're going to do what you're going to do. After this video, we're going to get back to our regular scheduled videos of helping people with debt, car videos. Don't get into debt. Don't get into credit card debt because you can't help people when it comes to the market. People have been trying for years. Hell, Warren Buffett gets up here and tells you, Joe, just buy the S&P 500, man, and you'll be better off. But people won't do that shit. They'll just barbecue themselves over and over and over again. They'll pay somebody for the hot plays. They'll get barbecued, and then they'll try to find the person without a face who's a cartoon, and he's long gone. So no regrets. Oh, and by the way, when you watch Richard Fain videos, here's a little secret. And you see the comment, my favorite channels are Richard Fain, Stock Brother, this person and this person. That's Stock Brother. That's Stock Brother spamming everyone's videos. He's really good at spamming videos and creating chat bots, okay? Because let me ask you a question, all right? He does that to them, and he does that to multiple channels. He'll hop in Chris Sain's videos too, and he'll always throw himself in the mix. That's a little secret for you. No regrets. Get it.